For years, Washington counted on India as a reliable partner. It was supposed to be the country that balanced China's rise, a friend America could lean on in Asia. But that image is now breaking apart. Donald Trump's decision to raise tariffs has shaken the foundation of this partnership, and the reaction from New Delhi has left even seasoned analysts stunned. At the center of this storm stands Apple, the symbol of American innovation and strength. Just a few years ago, Apple bet big on India, moving factories, hiring tens of thousands of workers, and investing billions to escape risks in China. That strategy now looks dangerously fragile. What's emerging is not just an economic clash. It's a political earthquake that threatens to redraw alliances, push India closer to China, and shake the dollar's role in global trade. And this story is only just beginning. For decades, Washington looked at India as the perfect partner in Asia, a democracy of over 1.4 billion people, rapidly growing and strategically positioned right next to China. Every U.S. administration saw New Delhi as the counterweight to Beijing's rise. But Donald Trump's tariff gamble has exposed just how quickly that assumption can collapse. Confident that higher duties would force India to bend, Trump hit New Delhi with sweeping tariffs on steel, aluminum, textiles, and even pharmaceuticals, sectors that employ millions. Instead of giving in, India is signaling defiance. The Economic Times and the Financial Times, quoting senior officials, reported that New Delhi is preparing to freeze major projects involving U.S. corporations. At the top of that list is Apple, which has invested billions of dollars into new factories across Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. This is not a minor threat. Apple is more than a brand. It's the cornerstone of America's tech dominance. According to Counterpoint Research, nearly 25% of all iPhones were expected to be made in India by 2027. Already today, iPhone 12, 13, and 14 are rolling off Indian assembly lines. Bloomberg sources within India's Ministry of Commerce now warn that even factories under construction could be halted. For Washington, this is a nightmare scenario. Apple shifted production away from China to reduce geopolitical risk, only to find itself exposed again, this time in India. And for Trump, the political cost is even greater. Instead of isolating Beijing, his policies may be driving New Delhi closer to it. What's happening is more than a trade dispute. India is showing it has leverage, and it's ready to use it. That change in attitude is what truly unsettles Washington, because it signals a new balance of power in Asia. Apple has always been more than just a company. With a market value hovering near $3 trillion, it stands as a symbol of American technology and global influence. For years, the company's lifeline was China. Factories run by Foxconn, Pegatron, and Wistron turned out hundreds of millions of iPhones, fueling both Apple's profits and Beijing's rise as the world's factory. But growing tensions, trade wars, sanctions, and tighter Chinese laws on foreign firms made that reliance dangerous. So Apple made a strategic pivot. India looked like the perfect answer. A vast consumer market of over 1.4 billion people, hundreds of millions just stepping into the middle class, and a government eager to attract investment. New Delhi offered tax breaks, subsidies, and political assurances. Apple responded with billions in new commitments, creating tens of thousands of jobs in states like Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. In return, Washington celebrated Apple's shift as proof that India was becoming a key ally. The plan seemed flawless. By 2027, nearly a quarter of all iPhones worldwide were projected to be assembled in India. Already, production of models like the iPhone 12, 13, and 14 has been underway, with new lines for future devices being prepared. Global supply chains were being rerouted, reducing dependence on China and binding U.S. tech closer to India. But now, the very strategy designed to protect Apple is turning into a risk. With relations between Washington and New Delhi souring, those massive investments could be caught in the crossfire. Factories worth billions, contracts with suppliers, and the livelihoods of tens of thousands hang in the balance. For Apple, the danger is not just losing a production hub. It's the possibility that its own diversification plan could backfire, exposing the company to geopolitical turmoil once again. Donald Trump believed tariffs would strengthen America's hand. By placing heavy duties on Indian goods, steel, aluminum, textiles, even pharmaceuticals, he argued he was protecting U.S. workers. But in New Delhi, this move was seen as a humiliation. Instead of bowing to pressure, Indian leaders are preparing their own countermeasures, and their response could strike at the heart of U.S. economic power. Bloomberg, citing sources inside India's Ministry of Commerce, reports that officials are considering halting new investments from American corporations. Even more dramatic, projects already under construction could be frozen. At the top of this list are Apple's new production lines, facilities that represent billions of dollars in commitments and tens of thousands of jobs. The message is clear. India is no longer willing to accept one-sided treatment. The Hindustan Times wrote that Washington has underestimated how much India has changed. A decade ago, New Delhi had little leverage in global trade talks. Today, it has one of the fastest-growing economies, projected to expand by nearly 6.5% this year according to the IMF, and a consumer market that foreign companies cannot afford to ignore. This shift turns tariffs into a dangerous gamble. If India moves forward with freezing Apple's expansion, it sends a signal that even the most valuable U.S. corporations are not safe from retaliation. And Apple is only the beginning. Officials have hinted that other American firms in technology, retail, and pharmaceuticals could also face barriers. What unsettles Washington most is the broader message. India is willing to use its growing economic power as a tool of foreign policy. For decades, such boldness was reserved for China. Now New Delhi is showing it can play the same game, and that raises the stakes far beyond a trade dispute. For decades, Washington relied on the rivalry between India and China. Border clashes, trade disputes, and competing ambitions made it seem impossible that New Delhi and Beijing could ever move closer. But behind closed doors, something very different is starting to take shape. The South China Morning Post reported that delegations from India and China have already met several times this year in Dubai and Jakarta. These weren't symbolic encounters. According to sources, the two sides discussed joint energy projects, new transport corridors, and even the possibility of settling trade in their own currencies, rupees and yuan, instead of the US dollar. If these talks bear fruit, the consequences are enormous. India imports more than 85% of its oil, and China is the world's largest energy buyer. A partnership in this sector would reshape global flows and weaken America's ability to use sanctions as leverage. Even more significant, cooperation on currency settlements would chip away at the dollar's dominance in Asia. At the same time, both countries are preparing for the upcoming BRICS summit. Analysts believe New Delhi and Beijing may coordinate positions on expanding the bloc's influence and accelerating alternatives to Western financial systems. For Washington, this is a nightmare. The very strategy of using India as a counterweight to China risks collapsing if the two begin coordinating instead of competing. What makes this moment so unsettling is that India is acting from a position of confidence. With GDP growth above 6%, and foreign reserves close to $650 billion, New Delhi feels strong enough to negotiate with Beijing on equal footing. For the United States, this shift signals that pressure through tariffs is backfiring. Instead of isolating China, it may be driving India directly into its orbit. The stakes of this standoff stretch far beyond tariffs and trade disputes. At the heart of the crisis is Apple's supply chain. The company has invested billions of dollars in Indian production facilities, with the goal of reducing dependence on China. According to Counterpoint Research, by 2027, 1 in 4 iPhones worldwide was expected to be made in India. If New Delhi freezes projects or halts expansion, the disruption will echo across global markets. For Apple, that means missed deadlines, cost overruns, and the risk of losing ground to Asian competitors like Samsung or Xiaomi. But the fallout doesn't stop with Apple. America's wider tech sector also feels exposed. Indian engineers are a backbone of Silicon Valley, with more than 200,000 specialists working in firms like Google, Microsoft, and Amazon. Restrictions on visas or a souring of relations could choke the talent pipeline that U.S. innovation depends on. The strategic cost is even greater. For decades, Washington invested in its partnership with New Delhi as a counterbalance to China. Losing India would mean losing influence in Asia's decisive arena. The Guardian described it as a geopolitical earthquake, while Handelsblatt warned it could be Trump's largest foreign policy failure. Foreign Affairs went further, writing that India is no longer a junior partner, but an independent power center. The global audience sees a simple picture: the world's largest democracy standing up to the United States. If that stance hardens, Washington could find itself isolated, with only Japan and South Korea firmly in its camp. This looming fallout is why investors, diplomats, and military planners alike are watching so closely. It's not just about losing a market. It's about America's shrinking ability to shape the rules of the global order. The trade clash between Washington and New Delhi is not only about factories and tariffs. At its core lies something much bigger: the dollar's role in the global economy. For decades, the United States has relied on the dollar as its strongest tool of influence. Nearly 80% of global trade is still invoiced in dollars, and more than 58% of the world's central bank reserves are held in the currency. This dominance gives Washington power far beyond its borders, allowing it to use sanctions and financial pressure as weapons. But that dominance is now being tested. According to the Financial Express, India and China are preparing to discuss new settlement systems at the upcoming BRICS Plus summit. These mechanisms would allow major energy imports to be paid for in rupees and yuan instead of dollars. If this plan moves forward, it could reshape flows worth hundreds of billions of dollars every year. The logic is straightforward. By reducing reliance on the dollar, BRICS countries shield themselves from U.S. sanctions and currency volatility. For India, it also means asserting financial independence and showing that it can play by its own rules in global trade. For Washington, the risk is enormous. If energy deals begin moving away from the dollar, confidence in America's financial system weakens. Investors and central banks may accelerate diversification into gold, yuan, or other assets. And once trust in the dollar starts to erode, it rarely comes back quickly. This is why the dollar question hangs over the entire crisis. It is not just about India or Apple, but about the future foundation of U.S. power. The deeper story here is about power slipping away. Washington thought tariffs would bring India closer, but they may have triggered the exact opposite. By testing New Delhi's patience, America risks pushing a rising giant into Beijing's arms and weakening the very currency that underpins its influence. If the dollar loses ground, the entire system built over decades begins to crack. The question is simple: who will stand with the United States if even its closest partners start walking away? Stay with us, subscribe, and follow. The world order is shifting right before our eyes.